Hello everyone, welcome back to Car Compass, the channel where passion for cars meets precision in analysis. Today, we're diving into a machine that has been long awaited by enthusiasts worldwide, a legend reborn for the modern era, the 2026 Nissan GT-R R38 Nismo. Few names in the automotive world carry the same weight as the GT-R badge. Since the late 1960s, the Skyline GT-R and its successors have embodied a mix of raw Japanese engineering, motorsport-inspired technology, and street presence that turned it into an icon across continents. With the arrival of the R38, Nissan is not just updating a car, it's pushing forward the legacy of Godzilla into a new decade, giving enthusiasts something to dream about, debate, and most importantly, drive. At first glance, the exterior of the new GT-R R38 Nismo is striking. The front fascia takes the aggressive DNA of its predecessor, the R35, and evolves it into something sharper, leaner, and more sculpted. The headlights have adopted a slimmer, more angular design, featuring state-of-the-art LED matrix technology that not only improves visibility but also creates a piercing gaze reminiscent of a predator on the hunt. The grille is wider, with the reinterpreted V-motion signature that Nissan has refined to look both aerodynamic and intimidating. The lower air intakes are massive, channeling air directly into intercoolers and brake ducts, leaving no doubt about this car's performance intentions. The hood features functional vents that extract hot air while hinting at the beast of an engine tucked underneath. In true Nismo fashion, the front splitter is more pronounced, built from lightweight carbon fiber, contributing to improved downforce without sacrificing high-speed stability. Moving to the side profile, the R38 reveals its athletic stance. The proportions are purposeful: long hood, short rear overhang, and a cabin that sits slightly further back for that classic front mid-engine balance. The sculpted lines along the doors and fenders are not just for show. Each grease serves aerodynamic functions, guiding air smoothly toward the rear. The wheel arches are flared to house massive forged alloy wheels wrapped in bespoke performance tires developed in partnership with Bridgestone. Red Nismo accents outline the skirts, reminding you that this is no ordinary GT-R but the most hardcore version available. The carbon fiber side mirrors are slim and aerodynamic, contributing to reduced drag. You'll also notice the lower stance compared to a standard GT-R, thanks to upgraded suspension tuning, giving it an almost track-ready presence even at a standstill. At the rear, the R38 Nismo continues to honor tradition while embracing modern aerodynamic science. The iconic round taillights are present, but with a fresh interpretation is slimmer, more three-dimensional, and illuminated in a way that instantly identifies the car even in the dark. The quad exhaust system remains, now with titanium tips that change color with heat cycles, a signature touch for performance purists. A prominent carbon fiber diffuser stretches across the rear, managing airflow with precision and giving the car an almost race car-like underbody design. The rear wing is adjustable, inspired directly from GT3 motorsport programs, allowing for track or street configurations. It's not just large for drama, it's engineered for genuine downforce that keeps the car glued to the tarmac at triple-digit speeds. Even the rear bumper has been reworked with vents and aerofins, proof that every element here is form-meeting function. Inside the cabin, Nissan has struck a balance between driver-focused minimalism and modern comfort. Step inside and you're greeted with a cockpit that screams performance but doesn't neglect luxury. Alcantara dominates the dashboard, steering wheel, and door panels, ensuring reduced glare while adding tactile richness. The Nismo-branded bucket seats are upholstered in a mix of leather and Alcantara with contrast red stitching, offering the perfect balance of comfort for long drives and bolstering for track days. The steering wheel is flat-bottomed, wrapped in suede, with subtle red center markings at the top, a detail pulled straight from racing. Technology has taken a leap forward in this R38. The central infotainment system is a wide, high-definition touchscreen that integrates Nissan's latest performance telemetry suite. Drivers can monitor real-time data such as boost pressure, oil temperature, G-forces, and lap times, turning every spirited drive into a data-rich experience. Yet, the system also supports wireless smartphone connectivity, voice commands, and over-the-air updates, making it practical in daily life. A fully digital instrument cluster replaces the older analog-heavy setup, configurable to show anything from classic dials to track-oriented layouts. Audio is delivered through a Bose performance system, but let's be honest, the real soundtrack here comes from the twin-turbocharged engine just ahead. Speaking of performance, this is where the GT-R Nismo's reputation truly stands. Nissan has retained the iconic 3.8-liter twin-turbocharged V6, but for the R38 generation it has been completely re-engineered. Output is rumored to hover around 720 horsepower with over 700 Nm of torque, figures that push it into supercar territory. Turbochargers developed with direct input from Nissan's GT3 racing program have been refined for faster spool and improved efficiency. Cooling has been optimized through advanced intercoolers and revised ducting, ensuring consistent performance even under grueling track conditions. Power is delivered through an advanced all-wheel drive system that has been fine-tuned to provide sharper rear bias, making the car more agile without compromising stability. The transmission is a dual-clutch unit with quicker shifts, capable of delivering brutal acceleration when demanded but smooth operation in daily driving scenarios. Performance figures tell an incredible story. Expect 0 to 100 km per hour in around 2.7 seconds, with the top speed exceeding 330 km per hour. Handling has seen equal attention. The chassis is stiffened with extensive use of carbon fiber and aluminum, reducing weight while increasing rigidity. The suspension uses adaptive dampers that can adjust in milliseconds, giving comfort in city driving and razor-sharp handling on a track. Carbon ceramic brakes, massive in size, ensure fade-free stopping power. Nismo engineers have also tuned the car's electronic aids to be less intrusive, allowing skilled drivers to extract the most from the platform. Despite its track-bred personality, the GT-R R38 Nismo remains practical in some respects. The cabin is roomy for a sports car of this caliber, with space for 2 adults in front and small rear seats for occasional passengers. The trunk is usable enough for a weekend getaway, making this car more versatile than most supercars in its class. This dual personality has always been part of the GT-R's charm. It's a machine that can humiliate exotics on track days but still be driven to the grocery store without fuss. Pricing is where things get very interesting. The GT-R has traditionally been considered a value proposition in the world of high-performance cars, undercutting European rivals while matching or even surpassing them on the road and track. The 2026 GT-R R38 Nismo, however, enters at a premium. Early indications place the starting price in the range of $250,000, positioning it directly against the likes of the Porsche 911 Turbo S, the Lamborghini Huracán Tecnica, and even edging into Ferrari territory. While it may no longer be the bargain giant killer it once was, it compensates by offering a unique identity, a fusion of Japanese engineering precision, motorsport pedigree, and undeniable presence that simply doesn't exist elsewhere in the market. As we wrap up, the 2026 Nissan GT-R R38 Nismo feels like both an evolution and a revolution. It carries forward the spirit of Godzilla, a machine that has terrified competitors on circuits and streets for decades, while embracing modern technology, design, and performance benchmarks. It's sharper, faster, and more advanced than ever, yet it remains true to the formula that made the GT-R name legendary. For enthusiasts, it represents a dream realized. For competitors, it's a wake-up call that Nissan is still very much in the game. Thank you for joining me today on Car Compass. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Nissan GT-R R38 Nismo, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth reviews, and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this R38 Nismo has what it takes to uphold the GT-R's legendary status in an era filled with hybrid and electric supercars? I'd love to hear your take. Until next time, drive safe, stay passionate, and keep your compass pointed toward the road ahead.